In 1972, Gloria Steinem helped launch Ms. Magazine. She wanted to create a publication that centered news around women and their lives and make a feminist worldview more accessible to the public. The magazine has reported on a wide range of topics: same-sex marriage, no-fault divorce, the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe versus Wade, and much more.
A new book takes a look at the magazine's history. It's called 50 Years of Ms., the best of the pathfinding magazine that ignited a revolution. And joining us now is Kathy Spiller, an executive editor for the magazine. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you.
When the magazine started, I wonder if they thought that all feminists were the same. And when the magazine started, I wondered if different demographics of feminists had different views on things.
Well, they knew that all feminists weren't the same, and that, in fact, the support for women's rights crossed all demographic categories, from young to old, all racial categories, poor to rich. So, and putting the magazine together from the very first days, they were very aware and made sure that the content of the magazine reflected all women's lives. And in fact, the writers were from all different aspects of American women. So from the very beginning, the issues that were covered, the writers that were recruited for the magazine, the editors at the magazine really did reflect the broad demographics of women in the United States.
So it's not just the Equal Rights Amendment. I mean, there was so much more that they were on the forefront of talking about. Give people a taste of some of the things that you might have put on your cover back in the day before anybody else did.
Well, in the very first issue of the magazine, there was a two-page spread of a petition signed by 53 very prominent women declaring that they had had abortions. And this was at a time, remember, 1972, before abortion was legal throughout the country. And it was a game changer petition that they published, and with an article to go with it. It really changed the course of the abortion rights fight in this country, because it was the first time that any publication had made visible the women who had benefited by abortion and who were willing to speak out. So it made visible the women who were directly impacted by abortion laws. The very first issue also had on its cover that multi-armed woman juggling household work and paid labor and childcare. And to this day, women continue to juggle those different aspects of their lives. And we continue to publish on the fact that there's not enough affordable childcare centers or early childhood development programs or elderly care programs. So women continue to carry these multiple burdens that are not shared equally in our country. We were the first to put a victim of domestic violence, a battered woman, on the cover of the magazine and talk about how pervasive domestic violence is in this country, and ran even an issue that had all of the women murdered in a single year listed on the cover and on the inside in the article. Ms. was the first to coin the term femicide. It was the first to survey students on college campuses to learn how pervasive sexual assault is on college campuses. It was the first to call it date rape for what it actually was. Sexual harassment. It was the first to put that issue on the cover. So it has broken through on so many different issues over the 50 years.
Yeah. Kathy, you'll go look back 50 years, and did you ever see anything that said, we didn't get that right?
Not that we didn't get it right, that, when maybe an issue was first covered, not as much was known, or the full extent of an issue's impact on women in the country. So what you can see over the 50 years is that as Ms. covered these issues, which have never gone away, it has evolved in its coverage, and it's evolved in the kinds of solutions that it is pushing to solve these problems.
Well, the book is 50 Years of Ms. Magazine, the best of the pathfinding magazine that ignited a revolution. For more, you can check out the magazine's website and follow on social media. Thanks for being with us, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you.